Hey guys, so the other day I did a video on true crime creators, which someone pointed out on my video comment, and I didn't think of it at the time because of my borderline. Kind of screws me sometimes. She pointed out something I wasn't thinking about. I unfortunately used the always, never, and forever that I shouldn't have done. It's not all creators that have done what I'm about to discuss. There's a select few. The Lab put it on. Michelle Watts put it on. A couple other creators put it on. I'm not exactly sure which other ones, but I know those two had put it on. But the title was, What If They're Innocent? And it was discussing the Wells. This really upset me, so I kind of went crazy a little bit on my video. Because I'm a mother of a child. I'm a mother who has lost 2 children. I lost my babies 5 months apart. One was due to a neurological tube defect, which was called anencephalic, which is where they grow just the brainstem and not the brain, and they cannot sustain life. And then 5 months later, after they induced me on the 15th of February, I gave birth to her, and she died in my arms. I was only 4 months pregnant. She only weighed 76 grams and was 7 inches long. 5 months later, my beautiful baby girl, my 20-month-old light of my world, was killed by her father. He dropped her off the roof of our house in Lake Apopka, Florida, from the 2nd story of our house. My little girl drowned on July 8th and died July 9th. I lost my world that day. When my daughter died, I ended up in the psych unit because I couldn't fathom life without her. She was gone and I had nothing left. I had lost Michelle, which was my second born child that died first, and then I had lost Ashley, so I had lost everything I wanted to live for. I was only 19 years old. I was so young. But I know true grief, and I know true pain. And God forbid, if my children were missing instead of dead, I'd go out of my mind. I'd be in a straitjacket. Well, first of all, I'd be on every channel there was from the second they went missing. I'd be on every online begging for their return. I'd be on every TV channel, every news channel, you name it, I'd be on it. I'd be handing out flyers. I'd be looking. They would have to force me with duct tape to stop me from looking for my child's. Or my children's. Not child, sorry, wrong word. But you wouldn't be able to stop me. I would be an unstoppable force. Because I would want to know where my kid is. Not knowing what's happening, what's going on, who has them, where they are they being hurt? No. I could never fathom that. I would go literally bazonkers. I would end up in the psych unit in a a padded room, hugging myself for a while, okay? With a straitjacket on. That's how I would be. And then I look at the Wells / Bly / Harris. Do any of them look like what I described at all? I mean, from the get-go, they referred to Summer in past tense. Do you know it took me years to say past tense with my 20-month-old? Years. And she was dead. It took me 3 years to smile. And almost 5 years to laugh. That's how long the grief of losing a child to death took me to heal. And I'm still not healed. Like, as I'm telling you, I'm like, don't cry, don't cry, don't cry. Think of fluffy kitties. You know, it is a pain that I live with every day of my life. Now, God blessed me with another daughter 2 months. I got pregnant 2 months after Ashley died because of marital rape. The same man that killed Ashley got me pregnant again. But I don't regret it because I have a beautiful rainbow daughter, Clarissa. She's now 26, and she blessed me with 3 beautiful grandsons. I have a almost 10-year-old grandson, my Hunter. He's my little sweetie pie. He's my first grandson, and I spoiled the crap out of him. I did. I really did. And then I have my Ethan, who is my special, whitest Puerto Rican baby there ever was. He has blonde hair, toe blonde hair, and the bluest eyes I've ever seen a Puerto Rican ever have. I think that when they pulled him out, when she did the C-section, they, washed off the Puerto Rican or something with him. I don't know. But he is my severe nonverbal autistic grandson. He is my special boy. I love him to death. And he just turned 5. And then I have my little Pudge, my little Damien Edward, who is my daughter's mini-me. He looks just like her and acts just like her. But I'm so blessed to have them. But that pain of losing my kids is still there every day. From the time I get up to the time I go to bed, I think about them. And that heavy feeling in my heart is still there. And then you've got Candace and Dawn doing scripts and lying about what happened to Summer. People cannot really be that ignorant to think that the way they said happened. I'm sorry, it doesn't add up. If you were helping your mom take care of her knee brace outside of her trailer, you have a 365-degree view of the yard. You would saw as someone came up to your yard. Common sense. Why does their timeline not make sense? Why did Don lie about coming up before the cops did? Why did he feel the need to lie about that? And if he's got to lie about that, what else is he lying about? Did he really go to work? Or did he just go for them to see him with the truck long enough for them to make a mental note that, yeah, he was there, and then bail out? Because no one was on the job site because, conveniently, he fired Dudley the day beforehand. Wow. That way no one would be on the job site. That's a little convenient, y'all. I'm just putting that out there. That's highly convenient, is it not? And then let's think. Grandis didn't even get on the camera until almost a year after Summer's gone missing. A year. Candace, the mother of a missing child, did not get on video for almost 2 weeks. Her or Dawn or Grandis never handed out flyers. Never went looking for their missing daughter. Didn't do anything to find Summer. But they're innocent? Okay, from what I've described, that shows guilt. Correct me if I'm wrong in the comments, but I'm pretty sure that yes, we all handle trauma and grief in our own certain ways, but to do absolutely nothing to help find your child, or not to get online instead of bashing people for calling you liars or being meticulous about what you say, why aren't you online saying, I need my daughter, please, we'll give you whatever you want. You want $1 million? I'll find $1 million. Just bring me my daughter back. Why were they not online begging for the return of their child? Pleading, saying, please don't kill my daughter. You know why? Why did they not do any of that? Instead, let's talk to creators and, a bunch of garbage and get caught driving while intoxicated. Couldn't say that word to save my life. While talking to no thanks. Why were they doing all that instead of looking for their daughter or speaking about their daughter or pleading for the return of their daughter? That's what innocent parents do. I've played with the fact of maybe Candace didn't know and Summer got outside when she maybe fell asleep because she was drunk and high. But I can't go there. You know why? Because of her actions and Dawn's actions. I can't give it to them that they're innocent. I can't. Because they do not act like innocent parents. And the scariest part of all is when Dawn said about the dungeon and Summer being in the dungeon, being held where she couldn't see her dog. or go outside. And what does that basement look like that they has that baby sleeping in? Like Chris said, a dungeon. So Dawn, could you have possibly been essaying Summer and it went a little too far? Because you're not no teenager anymore. You're a little more endowed down there than you were as a teenager. And maybe you hurt Summer to the point that it costed her life. Because you sure did describe your basement very well, Dawn Wells. And Candace, if you loved your daughter as much as you claim you do, why have we really never seen tears for her, ever? Why haven't you looked for her? Why haven't you pled for her return? Why did it take you 2 weeks to go online and give out that crappy-ass script that you want to try to say is a word? As much as you say it verbatim, and it's so monotone, I mean, come on, chica. You think we believe you? No, sweetheart. No. Tú eres estúpida y nunca pasa. Okay? I'm just going to say that. Because there's nobody that believes that bullshit script. And what makes me the sickest is Ellie. I'm sorry, but law enforcement is part of it. And I'm going to say this, and I don't care what anyone says about this. Ellie is behind it. They're either part of the reason why Summer got gone or the reason why we can't find Summer. Because what LA department sits there and goes, oh, I don't know how to handle all these agencies helping us out. Instead of going, I'm so glad that we have the FBI and the TBI here helping us because we've got to find this baby. Why did the lead detective say that? Why? Why wasn't he grateful that he had other help trying to find a missing baby girl? Also, my next question is, there was a 10-year-old girl that went missing. Her uncle kidnapped her. And Hawkins County was telling everyone to come help look for her. And they did find her. But yet, they didn't want anybody to come look for Summer. So, we can look for a 10-year-old girl that got kidnapped by her uncle, but we can't go looking for the missing 5-year-old Summer? Can somebody tell me why? Why, Ellie? Why Hawkins County? Could they not go looking for Summer, but they could go looking for the 10-year-old who was kidnapped by their uncle? That's interesting, isn't it, folks? Also, the sheer fact that Ronnie Lawson's family member was the head of the drug enforcement. And now he's being investigated for nepotism. Interesting, isn't it? Dawn and Candace do drugs. Ronnie Lawson's family member is the head of the drug enforcement. And also, why would a chief of police be on scene for a missing child? The chief of police job is to sit and do paperwork. They don't go out in the field because they'd be the first to be shot. Duh. So why did Ronnie Lawson go out there that night? Maybe the reason why they're not releasing 911 tapes or recordings is because there never was one. Dawn or Candace called Ronnie instead. And Ronnie put out the information to dispatch. Could that be the case, guys? Just a thought. I mean, this whole case screams cover-up. And way deeper than we even think it is. People sit there and talk crap about YouTubers and people on the internet and the sleuths that we all do. But here's the thing. Several cases have been solved by people on the internet. Several. Why is Ellie getting her panties in a bunch over YouTubers? Why are they even investigating us? Why do they care about what we have to say? Tell me, Hawkins County, why is what YouTubers say so important to you? Are you afraid that the FBI might catch on and say, wait a minute here, let's go investigate Hawkins County? And technically speaking, I do believe that Hawkins County needs a serious investigation. And I'm actually going to try to petition the Supreme Court over it. Because I believe a lot of stuff is being hidden by LE. I think Hawkins County is sweeping a lot under the rug and they are hiding something. Something massive when it comes to Summer Wells' case. Everything that happened in that case has not made sense, not once. And the sheer fact that the chief was on scene? Why? Why when you weren't on scene with that 10-year-old little girl? Interesting, isn't it, guys? No. Ronnie Lawson wasn't on scene when the 10-year-old girl went missing. But yet with Summer Wells, Ronnie Lawson was on scene. Makes you wonder why, doesn't it? Anyways, I do apologize for my last video. I didn't think about the fact that, yes, not all creators in the true crime videos of YouTube are bad or think that Candace and Donna are innocent. Because a lot of us don't. But it just baffles me that people that I, look up to, like Michelle Walks, come on, you gotta have more content than that. Why would you even go down that rabbit hole? Regardless of everything, their behavior screams guilt. Above everything else, their behavior alone screams guilt. So why would you even entertain that fact? If you ain't got no content, then don't make anything. Otherwise, you just sound like a moron. And I'm just putting it bluntly. Or a stupid idiot. Because ain't no way, and I know I used ain't, my bad, but there's no fucking way that those parents are innocent. No fucking way. They act like criminals. They are criminals, and they act guilty, and they've not shed one tear for that beautiful baby girl like we have. All of us have cried for Summer. And we don't even know that little girl. We've cried for her. We pray for her. We ache for her. We hope for her. We plead for her. And we don't even know that little girl. But yet her own parents, her blood, doesn't. And one last thing to think about. All those pictures of Summer where she's got a dirty face and bruises everywhere. Ever notice her brothers never have any bruises on them at all? And normally you'd think boys would because they tumble. But no bruises on the boys. Only on Summer. Kind of interesting, isn't it, folks? That poor baby had no life. And she lived in a house of horrors. And it's so unfair. Don't tarnish that little girl's name by inciting that her parents could be innocent. You're tarnishing Summer. You're making her look like she's not worth it because you want to excuse her parents. Give me a freaking break. Don't make Summer's name mud just because you want to try to have some views and say, oh, what if they're innocent? Ha ha ha. Tell me then, Michelle Walks, The Lab, all you other creators, what has their behavior said this whole time? Does it look like their behavior says innocent to you? Because for the rest of us, it says guilty. 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 But y'all have a great day. As you can hear, my birds are very vocal today. Especially my little dumpling. She's a pain in my butt. She doesn't want to go in her brooder box. Mommy has been trained. Damn it. Every time she cries, I pick her up. It's my own fault. I know it. But she's so damn cute, I can't help it. But as you hear, my boys are going nuts. That was just Branch, and just a second ago was Trouble, and then you get Grim, and just they all start going nuts. So, anyways, you guys have a good day, and I'm going to go outside and love my chickens. Bye, guys.